fellow seekers of high knowledge. Of course, Astral Boo Baby here, and it's that time again that I share with you another profound astral projection experience. I go back and forth as to whether or not I would be so forthcoming about some of my experiences because they are so out there, but I also understand too that people such as myself need to come forward and normalize this subject matter and take the stigma out of it because it will help people. And so I'm here to share information, to answer questions to the best of my knowledge, and to hopefully be a catalyst in helping you to better understand and master your astral projection experience. So, I want to talk about this particular astral projection experience was very, very profound to the point where I really had a difficult time sleeping for about 2 weeks. Now I'm at a point where there's nothing that freaks me out anymore. But in the very beginning, it was quite a journey, let me tell you. So, this particular experience happened about 8 years ago. I was in bed. I was awakened to the very familiar, intense vibration in my body. I felt it all over my body, and I felt the buzzing. It was very, very strong. So this time, I thought that I would try to use my mind and control the experience. And in my mind, I was willing myself to come out of my body. The pressure was just really intense. Next thing I knew it, I felt my astral body leave, pulling up, and it came out the top of my head. I then saw the reflection of the light of my astral body reflect off of my bedroom wall. Now, this was the first time whereas my consciousness was fully here in the physical body, but it was fully there in my astral body. So in that moment, there was an instant synchronization of consciousness. So in other words, I bilocated. My astral projections experience prior to that point was more of just being an observer, but now here I'm being an experiencer and an observer at the same time. Now I am floating midway in my bedroom and I'm looking around. I'm vibrating at a very, very slow rate. And I'm floating midway in my room, and I looked over at myself and I could see myself lying in the bed. And I'm thinking with both states of consciousness, wow, this is really amazing. Then I looked down at my hands, and I was doing this with my hand, moving my fingers, and my physical hands were moving and my astral hand was moving, and I could see this bluish luminous light around my hand, and it looks just like my hand, but it was just like looking at a holographic projection, and the light from it was just radiant. And I'm moving my fingers around and I'm thinking, wow, this is amazing. No one would ever believe this if I were to tell them. And then all of a sudden I felt like another kind of vibration hitting my physical and astral body, and I'm looking down at my hands, and I look up, and right before me there was like this window. It was almost like looking in another dimension or looking at a television. And this is something that I've never shared with anyone, but I happen to be a graphic artist. For the sake of this video and to give you guys a visual, because some of you have asked me what do some of the creatures or beings that I've seen while astral projecting, what do they look like? So I figured for this video I would do a visual to give you an idea of what I saw, and here it is. This is a drawing that I had done giving you a visual of what I had seen during an astral projection experience about 8 years ago. Clearly, I was peering into another dimension. My immediate focus was on the being in the middle for obvious reasons. The eyes were hollow black. It was as if you could look into the eyes and peer into the depth of the universe. There were two beings on both sides of the one in the middle. I could not make out any facial features, but I will tell you that the presence from these two was just very peaceful, very calm and peaceful and serene. The one in the middle mouth was moving. I did not hear anything. I later found out that this being had communicated knowledge to me that went into my subconscious mind and will come out at a time when I need it. What I also found out is that it is very rare for human beings to see these people because they are considered cosmic royalty. They have great advanced knowledge of really all there is. Every species, every civilization there is, these beings have advanced knowledge of, and that I should consider myself very honored to have been in their presence. And let me tell you, their presence is overwhelming. The visual was shocking enough, but the presence is just beyond anything I can describe. And when you see something like this, let me tell you, it is just nothing anyone can say to you thereafter to, number one, let you know that there is more to us than meets the eye, and there is so much more around us than meets the eye. So these beings are incredible. That's all I can say. I had never seen anything. I couldn't have, never in a million years could I have imagined experiencing something like that. And it was like, what do I do with this? Where do I go? People will think I'm crazy. I can't tell anyone. And I had a very difficult time sleeping for about 2 weeks. It just blew me away. Now that I'm wiser and what all of this means, I understand that I wasn't given anything that I wasn't able to handle. I now know that if you come across a being or someone or something that does not look human, it does not mean automatically that this is a demon or this is something evil. You can gauge the negative entities by their vibrations. That particular experience took me back because for the first time I'm actually seeing a being that was not human, and I'd never seen anything like that up until that point. But the vibration was not negative. This being gave me knowledge, and this is one of the reasons why I feel that it is my duty and my responsibility to come forth to share this, because some of you may have these experiences, and I must let you know that the best way to deal with it is not to judge the situation based on what you see, but based on what you feel. What does your heart tells you about the experience? What does the vibration, does that entity's vibration clash with yours? Is that entity doing something to put you in a state of fear, that you're in danger in some kind of way? Just something to think about. Again, I will continue to share more astral projection experiences with you, but again, I'm working my way back from 12 years up into the present. So there's my story. Happy travels, y'all. Until next time, be safe.